What's up YouTube? Sounds Reviews. This is going to be a video about the Battle of the Trident, Rhaegar's last battle, and the events surrounding it. Let's get right into it. Okay, so you have Rhaegar Targaryen and Robert Baratheon. Rhaegar is commanding the entire army of the Targaryens, all their fucking soldiers, and he ends up meeting up with Robert Baratheon and the Baratheon troops at the Trident, which is basically this river that splits and goes into two different directions. They have a super epic fucking duel, and long story short, Rhaegar does manage to wound Robert, but Robert ultimately ends up burying his motherfucking warhammer into Rhaegar's motherfucking chest. He hits Rhaegar so hard that the jewels and the rubies encrusted on Rhaegar's armor actually ends up going flying off, and while Rhaegar is lying there dead in the river, both Rhaegar's troops and Robert's troops end up running into the river and trying to pick up the gems and shit. Like, you know, like in fucking movies, like in hood movies, when motherfuckers are in the hood and they get knocked out and niggas run up and try to steal their wallet and shit. It was some shit like that. Like, that's pretty funny and descriptive that George R. R. Martin ended up throwing that in there. Okay, so after Rhaegar's dead, we all know King's Landing ends up getting ransacked by Tywin Lannister and his forces. So what ends up happening to Rhaegar's wife, Elia Martell? You raped her. You killed her. You murdered her children. Basically, his daughter, Visenya, ends up getting pulled from under her bed by this dude named Amori, and he ends up stabbing her to death. Then, Gregor Clegane, actually, ironically, Rhaegar ended up knighting this motherfucker, the Mountain. He ends up dashing Aegon's head against the wall, or so acclaimed, and he still has the blood and the brains on him while he ends up raping Elia Martell. You raped her. You killed her. You murdered her children. And then ultimately killing her. That is some crazy fucking shit. Little side note about the Tower of Joy. We all know that Robert Baratheon thought that Lyanna was being kidnapped and raped against her will. Brendan Stark thought pretty much the same thing, that she was being tortured. We don't really know what Ned Stark thought about it. We know he was the one that showed up. But most traditional Targaryens think that he was doing it out of love. Tywin Lannister thinks that if King Aerys had accepted his proposal, basically saying that Cersei could marry Rhaegar, that Rhaegar would have probably never even had eyes for Lyanna. And then Dany ends up getting blamed by her older brother Viserys, that it's her fault because if she was born sooner, then Rhaegar could have married her and he never would have saw Lyanna. Rhaegar Targaryen ended up being cremated, which is the traditional Targaryen way after death to die, is to be cremated. My thoughts on the whole opinion are, obviously I believe in the whole Rhaegar R plus L equals J shit. It has yet to be super debunked. Nobody's been able to come up with something saying like, hey, you know, that didn't happen. And I know I've said myself it could be Robert Baratheon, but I was just saying that it's a theory, you know what I mean? I don't actually, like, I definitely believe Rhaegar and Lyanna more than that. You know what I mean? It's more plausible. Otherwise, if Jon's Robert's bastard, then that's way less interesting. But Martin does like to fuck people up the ass like that. So, excuse my language. I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Sir Hunt's Reviews. I have had a couple comments. I look back at my older videos, and I know I talked about a lot about vlogging, but I'm just like doing some research. I think if I do a vlog, it'll be like me vlogging about news and shit like that, like entertainment news, basically, like news for TV shows, maybe funny news clips from like shit that happens all over the country or something, just like funny shit like that. But it wouldn't be like a straight up vlog of like, okay, today for breakfast I had banana nut muffins. Like, nah, I can't do that. I can't stand people who do that. Some people who do that on YouTube somehow have like 5 million. See, yeah, that's a rant for another video. But if you guys haven't already, click like and subscribe. Make sure you do that. I want to shoot for 2 likes this video. Yeah, check out one of the videos I suggested in this video. Thanks for watching. This has been Sir Hunt's Reviews. What does one say to the many-faced god of death? Valor Morgulis. Valor Dohairis. All the fucking chickens, mate. I want all the fucking chickens. Not 1 fucking chicken, not 2 fucking chickens, but I want 3 fucking chickens. And if any more fucking words come pouring out your fucking cunt mouth of this many-faced fucking god of death, I'll fuck all the chickens. You raped her. You killed her. You murdered her children.